Welcome back. Oh, we might be interrupted. Oh, no, no, Sammy. Oh, sorry. Life with cats. Which is funny because I'm going to read you a selection called The Robin. This was, it's a little different from what I normally write because I like to think that I write, I know it's poetry of sorts, but I like to think it's any man's poetry. It's, hopefully anybody can understand it. It's always been my biggest gripe about poetry is that it's just so freaking hard to understand. Or it's very sing-songy and rhymes. And, well, that's all well and good. It's not what I do. Anyway, that aside, this is a little different. This is written in parts. And it is something that the kids and I, well, and my husband at the time, it's something that we had all done when my kids were little. We took care of this robin that was bought to us, and we kind of nursed it back to health. It had been hit by a vehicle, and my kid's aunt, whom I had lived with for a while growing up, she found it in the road. It looked like it had been hit by a vehicle. One of its wings was damaged and the feathers weren't there. And so she bought it back because she knew that I was always taking in animals and trying to repair them and send them out into their life. So she bought back this robin. And this is pretty much the story. And so I'm telling you that because this might be one of those things that I've written that you might not be able to understand real well. But here goes. So I hope you enjoy it. The Robin, Part 1. Winter punched the early spring. Elephant skin stretched across the afternoon sky with snake-like precision. A narrow road slithered through skinny, naked woods, its asphalt witness to the fear of an injured robin. Feathers scattered across the hard black road, left alone, a life and death struggle to exist. Caught by headlights and the sound of rubber boots, scooped up, swaddled in a scarf, a sudden occupant inside a world of dirt and vinyl, a loud, vibrating world that cuts the air without the grace and fluidity of wings. Yet, the animal soared. Part 2. Like a panther on the prowl, evening overtakes the afternoon. The truck's lights cut through the dark to create a path to the front door of the human's nest. The peaceful quiet of the truck's cab is broken by the rambunctiousness of the home's occupants. They excitedly welcome their injured winged guest. Warm water gently washes over the little robin, and the human bird coos soothingly. Deft hands attend to his wounds. The robin, broken but safe, settles into his new nest of metal and wood shavings. Small twigs are placed there for future perching. But for the present, in a wooded corner of the metal nest, a little bird peacefully tucks his head under his one good wing and sleeps. Part 3. Pureed turkey, beef, liver, all from a jar, compliments of Chef Gerber. Delivered via an eyedropper, one squirt at a time, into the beak of the robin. What a mess he makes! With a gentle touch and the warmth of a damp cloth, the house guest in the feathered coat slowly starts to regain awareness and vitality. The sun and moon trade places several times as the robin becomes more sure-footed and better practiced with the injured wing. Baby food becomes worms, dissected into many parts, and is buried in handfuls of grass, eventually found, then consumed. The presence of human activity, the reassuring touch, the now familiar smells and deep cooing, Sammy move, become the new normal through which he repairs, heals, and regenerates Samson within his circle of humans. He is becoming Robin again. Sammy, why don't you come over here? Part 4. The spring, a perfumy riot of blossoms, is the perfect enticement for Robin to flex his healing pinion beyond the confines of the human environs. Through the glass and screen windows, the winged guest yearns to experience the lushness of insects, worms, and the certainty of other avian life. The 6-by-8-foot room and a healing wing make a bad combination. Improvements and sudden painful stops are regularly met. Poop ensues, as does a lot of laundry. But time passes without observation. Summer swallows spring and brings balmy days. Open fields of grasses and wildflowers. A perfect launching pad for a robin. A daily ritual evolves. A new wing wrapped in freshly adorned feathers shears the thick heat in clips each day, becoming more adept, gorging on whole worms now. Like the phoenix, Robin is rising. Part 5. Blue explodes in the sky and rains down a riot of colors across the field. It plays host to a multitude of residents, from the mighty orb spider to the lowly woodlouse. Robin finds the company of the meaty grub particularly pleasant. Mid-June arrives, dressed in shorts and tank tops. Occasionally, it whistles through stifling air. Robin's metal nest is soon replaced. He is introduced to the lush coolness of the forest. To a moss-covered hill, spongy and wet, smelling of earth and dinner. Liquid life runs around the foot of the mound, etching veins at the base of trees. Vegetation and insect alike glean succor from it. An idyllic spot for an avian companion, healed, fully feathered, and resplendent once more. He rejoins his fellow aviators. Farewell, dear Robin. Godspeed. Part 6. July was an Olympic swimmer. Oceans of sweat had everyone cutting waves of oppressive heat. Front lawns wore porcupine skins. Dreams of rain and beachfront properties kept the engine of humanity alive. Days passed without recognition, void of occupancy. Even the blue of the sky seemed to fade. August fainted, and no one noticed. Then it rained. For 3 days, porcupines were replaced with voluptuous green relief that slowly grew into a kaleidoscope of brown, orange, yellow, and red. Then one blushing morning, the sun peeks over the horizon to leave a wide open day. delivered on wings and accompanied by the riotous symphony of birds. A multitude of beaks and bird feet, their presence made apparent on the metal roof, herald the new day. Children and parent alike, overwhelmed and gloriously excited, are covered in robins. Robins everywhere. Backyard, front yard, rooftop too. The great orchestra plays boisterously, clamoring through the hours. Bird seed rains down from human hands, a welcome for their gratitude. Golden and gracious, the afternoon takes its time, playing host to every winged guest. The evening hour sees a great swell of wings fill the sky and flies south with the rest of the day. Take care, Robin. You're welcome. And that was it. That was our adventure with the robin. I always thought it was pretty cool that he came back with all his robin friends to thank us. At least I like to think that was a thank you. Okay, I guess I will be on here another day, and if you made it through that, my hat is off. Well, ta-ta. Thank you.